Hello, my name is Drake Stoel. This is my first video on YouTube, and I'm hoping that it will be the beginning of a minimalist run of the original Legend of Zelda game for the NES. The Legend of Zelda. Many years ago, the Prince of Darkness, Ganon, stole the Triforce of Power. Princess Zelda had the Triforce of Wisdom. She divided it into 8 pieces to hide it from Ganon before she was captured. Go find the 8 pieces, Link, to save her. Now here we have a list of all the items and treasures that I'm not allowed to have. Speaking of things I'm not allowed to have, let's go over my limitations for this run. Firstly, no glitches. Glitches tend to make things easier, and that's just not as impressive to me. Secondly, no heart containers. This is obviously going to be a 3-heart run. Thirdly, no blue or red rings or potions, no boomerangs, no wand, no red candle, no magic book, key, or shield, and no power bracelet. Lastly, I must have 0 on my death counter. This means I have to start from the beginning of the overworld instead of restarting from the beginning of a dungeon if I die. Joy. It should be fun. I hope it entertains at least one person. And, well, let's get started. Alright, so this is the overworld. All the enemies you find here, you will only find in the overworld. Now first, I need a sword, which is easy. You just go into this cave here.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Yeah, sure. I usually take swords from random strangers. So this is the wooden sword. It's the most basic of all weapons in this game. If you have full health, you can shoot a beam of magic from it. If not, you'll just do a slash in front of your face. Now these things are Octoroks. They roam around the screen, shooting rocks at Link. The rocks can be blocked by the shield and are the only projectile in the game that don't go through trees. Now that there is a rupee. Rupees are the currency of this game. They come in 2 varieties, blue and gold. The blue ones give you 5 rupees, and the gold ones only give you 1. Now these are levers. They like to pop out of the ground from behind Link and try to run into him. Yikes. There are also 2 varieties of Octoroks, red and blue. The blue ones are just take 2 hits instead of 1. And that thing you saw coming out of the water was a Zola. Zolas take 2 hits in a row to destroy before they go underwater, so I'm just going to ignore them. Now here we have the first dungeon, the Eagle. Every dungeon starts with this same room. The funky mohawk fishes on the left, and these awesome sweet dragon snake things. Alright, in this room we have keys. Keys take 1 hit to destroy from anything, and they don't even try to run into you, they just fly in a random pattern. Now in this room we have Stalfos. Stalfos basically walk around the screen trying to run into you. They take 2 hits to destroy, and they usually leave some pretty nice rewards. Some more Stalfos in here. Ooh. Sometimes Stalfos don't get a knockback, which can be problem-making-ish. Oh. You do seem to get a lot of keys in this game. Here we have some more keys. Keys really are more an annoyance than actual threat. And if you wait long enough, they'll stop moving, which makes them even easier to destroy. Now here we have gels. They just shuffle around the screen trying to run into you. They're really no better than keys. Now that piece of paper over on the right is the dungeon map. It basically gives you a layout of the entire level in the upper left screen, upper left of the screen. Now these are Gorias. They take 3 hits to destroy. They chuck boomerangs at you that can be blocked by the shield. And yeah, they take 3 hits to destroy instead of 1. And these are traps. If you move in front of them on the vertical or horizontal axis, they'll slide at you. And they can't slide to you again until they reach their initial position. And that's your time to move. Now that was a secret passage. You open secret passages by pushing a block in a level after you've killed all the enemies that you are able to kill in a room. Now, over here we have the bow. The bow can't actually be used until you've bought the wooden arrow from a merchant in the overworld. And each arrow costs 1 rupee to use. And the bow and arrow only really has a couple uses, so I'm gonna try to use it as little as possible. Gotta be careful to avoid the map there. Alright. Now in this room, you can get the boomerang. To get the boomerang, you have to kill all the Gorias in this room. Oh, that Goria got knocked back after I hit it. The last Goria in this room, after you kill it, gives you the boomerang. But I'm gonna avoid it, since I don't need it. Now in this room, we have wall masters. They come out of the wall, and if they hit you, they take half a heart of damage, and bring you back to the beginning of the level, which I really don't want to happen. There are always 8 in a room, and they give you lots of rupees. Okay, now here we have Aquamentus, the boss of this dungeon. He shoots 3 balls of energy at you. He takes 5 hits to destroy from the wooden sword. And after killing him, he poses a bit of a problem. You see, his heart container appears right in front of the door almost. It appears a square away from the door. And so you almost have to run into it to continue through. So, since I was hoping to do a 3 heart run, I searched Google for a way to find a way to figure out how to skip this heart container. Whoa, that was pretty close. So basically, you want to hit him 5 times. Then you want to lure him out so that you have enough room to run behind him. I'll just wait for one more shot. Dang it, he hit me. Uh-oh. This might end badly. I prefer to have full health for this, but if he's not gonna let me do that, fine. Alright. Nope. Once you do get behind him, you want to hit him again in the head, right when you're right beside the door. Ah! Stop hitting me! So that way the heart container will appear beside you. Ah! Why are you being so annoying?
1 hour later.
Come on. Get out. Yikes. Okay, nope. Come a little closer. Closer.
2 hours later.
Come out. Out, I say. Ah! You've never given me this much trouble before. Come on out. Okay, here we go. No.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Now. Okay. Now I have to wait for him to get a little closer so that I can... Yikes. Ah. There we go. That is probably the hardest trick in this game to pull off. Now finally we can collect the first Triforce piece. After you collect a piece of the Triforce, your health gets refilled and you get automatically transported outside of the dungeon. Now, no matter how easy I may or may not have made that look, it I did have some troubles with it, believe it or not. Even though this is the first dungeon, it's been a while since I played this game, and, well, it gave me some troubles. Here. Alright, and... death. This is gonna be a nightmare. That just love to crash into me. Come on. Well, I'm gonna have to be careful here. We have some more Stalfos. Ah, death. And I'm gonna get out of here before I die. Ah, why does that one always get me? So as you can see, this did give me some trouble, which just makes me wonder how hard the rest of the game is going to be. Well, see you in my next video as I attempt to take on the second dungeon, the Moon. Goodbye.